Hi guys, welcome back to Canada Top to Bottom. We're going to answer all your questions on Canada, and to help us do so, please click subscribe below. Now, click it. Thanks.
So today we're going to give you an overview of how the Canadian immigration system works. If you are thinking of immigrating to Canada, our advice would be to start by educating yourself on the different options and routes to immigration. It is not as simple as just filling in an application form and moving there. Far from it. It's really complicated, and the better you understand how the system works, the easier the process will be, believe me.
In this video, we'll try and give you an overview of the Canadian immigration process as simply as possible. With a few exceptions, if you do not have a job offer, a Canadian spouse, or a family member who is willing to sponsor you, the most likely route to Canadian permanent residence will be through what is known as express entry. Now, this is a highly competitive system, and the most important thing to know is that it is not a lottery and successful applicants are not selected at random. Express entry is a points-based system. These points are known as CRS points or comprehensive ranking points. In short, the more points you have, the more likely it is you'll get selected.
Now, the points you'll be awarded are based on 4 areas: your age, education, employment history, and language ability. You can gain additional bonus points by having a sibling in Canada, having prior work or study experience in Canada, French language skills, or by having a nomination from one of Canada's provinces. Probably also useful to point out here that points awarded are slightly different depending on whether you're applying as a single person or with your spouse, as the abilities of a spouse can provide you with additional points.
Now let's look at these main sections one by one. With regards to your age, the maximum number of points are gained for being aged between 20 and 29. After this, your score drops 5 points for each additional year until the age of 45, when no more points are awarded for age. Sorry for those over 45s.
Education is fairly simple. The higher your level of education, the more points you'll be awarded. The minimum standard which you must have reached is finishing high school, up to the maximum number of points which are given for a PhD.
Similarly, the more years of skilled work experience you have, the more points you will gain, with as little as 1 year of work experience providing you with points. And it's also useful to know here that this work experience can be either in Canada or abroad, with more points up for grabs for work experience gained in Canada.
So for all Canadian immigration programs, you must prove that you are proficient in either English or French. It doesn't matter which, but you must take a language test, even if French or English is your mother tongue. If you have a good level of both languages, you can gain even more points, with further additional bonus points for those who achieve high levels in French language tests.
So when all this is totaled up, you will be given a CRS score, and with this score, your profile gets entered into what is known as the express entry pool. In this pool, you will be ranked against all the other candidates who've submitted express entry profiles, and to give you an idea, at the time of recording this video, there are over 180,000 candidates with profiles in the pool, so you can see why we said it's competitive.
Once you have your profile in the pool, the way it works is that periodically, Immigration Canada does a draw and decides on a cut-off score. All the candidates whose points are above this cut-off score are offered an invitation to apply for permanent residence. The frequency of the draw varies. Pre-COVID, it was generally every 2 weeks, but the gaps have been as long as several months.
The good news is that, pre-COVID, around 3,000 people got taken per draw, and the draws were about every 2 weeks. If your score is not high enough, it's not time to give up. There are a number of ways in which you can try and improve your CRS points total, and we will be dedicating another whole episode to this very topic in the coming weeks.
Of course, it's not all as simple as this. There are further complexities when you get deeper into the system, such as extra points awarded for combinations of factors. For example, combining education with strong language skills. But don't worry if this all sounds too complicated, it's a lot of information. The long and short of it is that you are awarded points for your age, your skills, and your experience, and those with the highest points will be selected.
If you are not selected right away, your profile will remain in the express entry pool for 12 months, during which time you can take steps to improve your score, and after the 12 months is up, your profile will expire and you will have to reapply.
Please feel free to ask any questions in the comments below and hit subscribe to stay updated with more info and news on moving to Canada.